And we are live from the Anthill. Coach Chris here with you, live with Izzy. Izzy, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Very excited for this matchup. How are you feeling?
I'm good. I'm feeling pretty pumped. Not really necessarily nervous, so to speak. It seems like the players are calm and kind of focused. Little bit of little bit of maybe nerves here or there, but I feel like they're ready to go. So this is the NJCAAE D2 National Championship match in Marvel Rivals. Marshalltown going up against USC Sumter. Marshalltown is the top seed. USC Sumter had a 2 seed, and we meet here in the finals. And Marshalltown has not lost a match this season. They did lose a map, and that map was lost to us. So Fire Ants have a chance to maybe be a little scrappy in this and maybe surprise Marshalltown. Going to give it a shot, that's for sure. I expect them to play definitely different than they played against Marshalltown last time. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out as far as battling them. I think we made a few mistakes last time that we're not going to have this time. So I'm super excited to see it. Anytime we're in a championship match, that's awesome to just get here and be ready to go. So yeah, super excited here for this game. What about you? I know you said you're super excited, but what do you expect to see in this
Yeah,
rematch in the finals?
I I have so much to say about it, but I would definitely think that the best part about watching South Carolina this season is how much they've been willing to grow and push themselves as a team. So the last game we lost against Marshalltown, which I believe was our only loss, we lost to that
Yep.
big like Groot sort of team comp, and then we see now that Shiny's been playing a lot of Groot, and I think they've pushed themselves to improve and try new things, and so I'm really excited to see how that plays out tonight. And we're heading in straight to the pick and the bans and the
Yeah,
saves.
and
This is a huge part of this as well.
yes, 100%. I think this is where USC Sumter lost a few maps last game,
Hmm.
or last time that they played them. They
I
did not
agree.
pick band well, and they
Hmm.
were picked and banned out of the game, so to speak. So it'll be interesting to see how they do that. And even getting picked out, they still were able to take one
Hmm.
map or banned out, sorry. So it should be interesting to see how we play here.
Yeah, but it looks like Marshalltown's done their research. They're banning our Invis and our Captain America here.
I do remember their group being somewhat of an issue in
Hmm.
the past. So gonna have to perform well against that group and be careful not to
For
get
sure.
100% stunned at one time and everybody go down.
Hmm. They're going straight after Captain here with Captain Ban and a Venom Ban
Will
right
be
out the
interesting
gate.
to see what they save here. Maybe the Jeff? No, they save
Invis.
invisible. Okay. We do have to be careful with Jeff. Maybe we ban Jeff
Hmm.
here. He can be another one of those instances if okay, there's the Jeff ban. I think of it as more of like if Groot bans you and he pops it,
Yeah, for sure.
or Groot stuns you and then he pops it. So gonna see the mag save. Interesting there.
Hmm.
And a
And what I
rocket
said
ban.
previously, sometimes it's better just to ban the Jeff the Shark rather than the Storm for their team comp, because the Jeff is what makes that Storm
Yeah.
Ultra so
Yeah, the
powerful with that team
yep.
up.
Sharknado going
Hmm.
on. So don't want to have that or the Jeff NATO. But
Hmm.
yes, it's going to be interesting to see how we play out. In Poppy on the Hella, reverse salad on the Luna, expected. King Rexel gonna have his hands full with cloak and daggers. Got to put out a lot of healing with there. Not gonna be as
For
much
sure.
healing as you would see with, say, Invisible Woman.
Invisible Wound.
So it's got some
Yeah.
work to do there, as Invisible Woman was banned
That won't take
against
that
us.
extra
So
protection.
not necessarily
30 seconds before you attack. Get
anything
ready.
bad or wrong with any of those picks
Hmm.
bans. We just have to see how they play out here.
100%. It looks like we are viewing the wrong team here.
Yep, trying to get there. But, oh,
Let's
yep,
see
it's the F keys. I forgot.
it. Let's see it. I'm very excited about this. I've been really enjoying watching Shiny play Groot. That wasn't something we even considered at the beginning of the season because our dive team comp was working so well, but I'm really excited to see how this works out for sure.
Yep, and Fire Ants will be on the attack first, so they've got some interesting plays that's going to be up in front of them. I like the I like the play that we might see from Captain here. Going to be able to get the Hulk, but he has to make sure that he doesn't get caught out too early. And Fire Ants, I felt like in that first fight right there, just a little too spread out between what they were trying to accomplish, and Captain really didn't even go towards the back line. So gonna start again here. Gosh, Winter Soldier almost to ult already. That's gonna be pretty annoying having that regularly there. And Shiny.
Ooh, we just see we're just seeing Shiny just get pulled in by the Winter Soldier, I think.
Yeah, Winter Soldier did go down. Don't know if we get this. Their player did get away there, so unfortunate. And Fire Ants have some ways to go. Gonna see Hulk coming out of spawn. Lots of ultimates for Marshalltown right now. And so far, they are holding us pretty strong and do have a huge advantage at the moment. Fire Ants got to figure out what they want to do here to kind of stifle this defense. Yeah.
We see Shiny just getting pulled in by Winter Soldier and then getting caught in those mines there.
Yeah, this ultimate coming out.
Hopper's over here to get some space, but gets caught by those mines yet again by Penny.
Yeah, and I think Fire Ants just having a slow pull here to get things started. May see Captain switch here. Not sure if he's getting a lot of benefit from the Hulk at the moment. Gonna see Thing come out. Let's see what we do here. And again, this first choke point can be really tough to get out of. Lots of ultimates coming out here, potentially from both teams. Yeah, here comes the Cloak and Dagger ult.
Ooh.
Maybe a little late there. Does get shut down immediately. And
immediately by those mines.
Yeah, Fire Ants.
Penny's very good on the hold on this map, especially because you can place so many mines right on that choke point. It's going to make it really difficult to push in with the team comp we have going here, especially with Magneto and Groot as well. It's something to keep in mind.
For sure. And is back to the Hulk, so not sure if we just didn't like the Thing there. And I think it's just having a hard time getting back line there for Captain. For the rest of the team to free up. Yeah, it really has. It's been very, very tough. Might see a Penny ban next time around, but right now, Fire Ants got to find something, and they're just really struggling right now.
100%.
They do have some ultimates here to maybe engage with. Gonna need to make them count, as they only have 40 seconds left on the clock to get moving to the first checkpoint. Again, though, this is a long series, so doesn't necessarily mean one map, one round is the game is over. So keep the play there.
I see a hella ult here from Poppy.
Not really finding a lot there. I thought maybe we found one there, but not much.
Looks like we're getting some of those mines down. We might be able to make some room here.
Yeah, and lots of ultimates out. We do find the back line with Hulk. Can he find something to make it work?
Getting some damage done now that those Penny mines are down, but now that they're back up again, just Hulk is gonna go down.
Yeah.
There we go, making some space now that they don't have those mines in the way.
Gotta be careful not to leave the cart in this moment too. Hulk trying to get back into form. It's difficult for him at the moment. Fire Ants really struggling here. Potentially gonna lose their support almost, but they are there.
Ooh. Keeping on, holding on to the cart. We're gonna see Shiny push up here. Maybe try to push him back to make
ultimates coming out from Marshalltown, I'm sure here. Yep, gonna see the ult from Emma.
Give me a hard ult to counter.
Yeah, and Yeah, pushed off of the point, and unfortunate for the Fire Ants, they did move it a little farther. So gonna need to see if we can hold them before they get to that point. I guess it is possible. However, maybe not the best first push, but let's see. Let's see what we do here as we get into the rest of the map. So you're gonna have a different loadout maybe for
Yeah.
Marshalltown here, and Fire Ant's gonna be somewhat similar.
I just think it's a really hard team comp that we had on that map, on that round, I mean. We had Penny with the mines. Just whenever you walked in, you pretty much got destroyed by those mines with not much you could do about it. Winter Soldier was very good by outputting damage, and same with Emma Frost. It was just a hard matchup for USC Sumter here, but I think after a little reworking, well, this round will be pretty good and even better. I think Sumter gets better as rounds go on. So
No, I would
just
agree. They have
regroup,
to
stay
read the
focused,
team and
but
see. I mean, that matchup right
that's really about the
there,
first round.
that was a different way that they saw Marshalltown play it out with the penny and such. And
100%.
as you can see, they have a little bit of a different loadout going into attack, similar to what the Fire Ants had, but not quite. They only have 2 tanks here, 2 tanks, 2 supports, 2 DPS. So will be interesting to see as the Fire Ants try to hold claim here. Gonna need M Poppy to go crazy with Punisher in the back. And definitely got to find Captain. He's got to find a little bit better luck with getting into his play against this team. And maybe they'll find it without having all those specific mines on the field.
For
Our
sure.
group pretty low. Gonna get healed back up. And we do
Getting
have to
rolled
make a
off here by the
stop.
group.
Yeah, definitely got to make a stop. Captain goes down though. He is kind of getting pushed around at the moment. Don't want to lose the first fight.
Good
Do
ult
have
here
an ult
from
really
Reverse
fast. She
Salad.
was so low, but able to come back. Reverse Salad. They got Groot so low, but not able to get him. They do find him.
Oh, Groot ult here. The Winter Soldier not seems to get too much there.
Yeah, when he is backing us off though, and they are moving the
Ult
point.
though.
So have to be careful there. Gonna have multiple ults coming out from both teams. Shiny's gonna have his soon, so is the Fabulator. And the Groot ult comes out immediately.
It gets walled off.
Did find 2 though.
2 ults here from Marshalltown.
Yeah, and Poppy's gonna have his when he potentially needs it. It's a huge fight. They're gonna have to go back and forth, trading ultimates here for sure, and staggering
Ooh,
the
nice
other
ult
team.
from Poppy.
He's gonna need to find more if he can. Almost gets one more, but Fire Ants holding strong there in that fight. Let's see if we can get this cart start to move backwards ever so slightly. And big hold in the first couple team fights there so far. 2 minutes left to hold though. Can the Fire Ants do it?
Taking a lot of damage here, but holding on strong.
And Luna gonna have an ultimate here soon, so gonna see that available in some big ultimate. Oh, Shiny goes down. Luna just a little late on the ult there, and now that puts us at a disadvantage because they do have 2 ultimates. Can't let them get cleared out. And those ults are gonna come out. The Groot ult getting something done.
Poppy goes down.
Oh no, this could be bad for the Fire Ants. Groot's so slow. That is bad for the Fire Ants. They are gonna push it forward, and
Yeah, tough ult here.
I think that comes down to Reverse Salad just not able to get that ult off before Shiny went down, and that
100%.
caused us to lose that moment. Not to put it all on his shoulders, but that was the only way that Groot was going to stay alive there. So relatively decent hold there from the Fire Ants, just not a very good attack. But
For sure.
I don't think our strong suit is payload, so we are going to head into map number 2, which is going to be a point cap plus payload. So we've definitely got to get better at payload for sure, but I think attack is not necessarily our best, whereas defense is for sure.
Yeah, I think we had a really good hold, all things considered. Especially holding down to the last minute is something that honestly is very, very impressive considering how little we were able to push the last round, or the first part of the map, I mean. So yeah, just incredible plays. I think next round will, like you said, be very interesting because we also have the point cap.
Yeah, and
But yeah,
I
I think
really just
overall
think,
they really got together.
and I really think had Reverse Salad been able to get that Luna ult
Mhm.
off and potentially save uh, Shiny there, I think we would have possibly been able to hold a little bit longer. I don't know if we would have been able to pull it all out. So I mean, it's not on any individual players. There's lots of things we could have done
100%.
better on offense and all those things too. But you saw the ult come out right after he died, and that just brought us down to a tough situation there. Um, and with Marshalltown sitting on two ults, our Groot was at 60% or so to his
Yeah.
ultimate, so it's possible that um, might have seen him be able to get an ultimate at some point, but it came down also to ults going back and forth and just who had the most
Hmm.
in that situation. But Fire Ants do drop round number one in this championship match. Can't remember if this is a best of five. Yep, best of five. I thought maybe it might be a best of seven, but looks like it's going to be a best of five, um, unless I hear otherwise. But so Marshalltown still has to win two more. Fire Ants need to win three. Wouldn't be surprised to see this go to a map 5, but Fire Ants got to definitely clean up and get a little bit better than what we saw in map number 1. Not too far off, but I want to see them pull it together and
Yeah.
play a little bit better. What do you think about going into map number 2 here?
I think we really do gotta look out for that Penny. I think it wasn't necessarily so much about her util, it was more about those mines just honestly did so much damage that it's kind of hard to heal, even with our amazing healers, which do so much healing. It was like you could almost not heal out of it. But I think after that first map is always sort of like figuring out what to do, getting the groove. But I think this next map will be something I'll be really keen to see. I think we'll really get University of South Carolina's teamwork really showing through in this next round. But I'll also be interested to see the bans. Maybe they choose to ban Penny over Group. If they don't if Marshalltown doesn't say that is. But
Right. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I would think maybe a penny band would come into play, especially because some of this is payload
mhm,
and things of that nature. So I could see that happening because that's such a good
for sure.
stall type character. Um, but
I don't
I
think she's
don't
that
think
great on this map, so
yeah, I don't think the bands were that bad. Um,
no, not at all.
so so it's gonna be interesting to see what we have here.
Going straight for that Captain America ban. Invisible Woman safe here. Good pick. Going right after those dive tanks.
Yeah, so pretty much expected here. Gonna see a save. I don't.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would have liked to save the Luna earlier because it's a while before we get to the Luna. If they ban our Luna here, we're gonna be in trouble.
For sure.
And they don't get the chance, or they won't get the chance to.
Hmm. I think that the Invisible Woman might be a better pick on this map. I think if we can get King Rexel on what he's most comfortable as, maybe that is what they were going after for sure. But looks like we'll be all good here to save Luna if we so wish.
Yeah, for sure. Um,
There we go.
Yeah, so we do get that Luna save. So I do like that we have
Hmm.
the two stronger supports this time. Gonna be interesting to see how the rest plays out.
Ooh, I have a
Didn't did
frostband from
You'll need a
Marshalltown.
top-notch
Yeah, and didn't
team
really
to
see
win this one.
Captain come out as strong here in the last one. I think it was really just negated because of that penny. So we do see the penny ban here. They are possibly going to. I mean, who did we ban last time in place of that? I cannot remember.
I think I've already forgotten. I think we banned
I remember
maybe
the
a
other
DPS
three, but I
there,
cannot
or
remember that one.
yeah.
Was it?
But I think maybe just
No, I can't remember either.
no. I think it was gonna be DPS of some kind, but I think it was a good first map. I definitely think that now that Captain can get into where he needs to be without that penny, we'll have a little bit more luck.
Yeah.
But I definitely think Captain's been doing really well as the thing. So if we need to switch to that, that's always an option as well. But yeah, I think Hulk is definitely a stronger pick to start off with on this map. Let's go with what we're comfortable with in terms of team comp, and then if we need to switch it up, we can as well.
Right,
But
and still, like, even though the statistics showed heavily favored into Marshalltown's favor last round, I still don't think we played that round that bad. We were pretty close to
not
holding
at
them there. It
all.
came down to, you know, one or two ultimate disadvantage there or mistakes, and you know that's what punished us. But here we go into map number 2. I think we can come back and possibly make some moves here. Gonna see Captain. Hopefully he's not. Hopefully he doesn't get in his head about, you know, the play last time. I don't think he will, but Groot's got to be careful not to get caught out. Does there?
Oh,
So that's an unfortunate situation. Something I failed to kind of mention to them prior to the match starting that I meant to was they got to be careful not to get caught out in positions because this team will punish them.
yeah, for sure. We already got some ults here.
And we did see Captain kind of get caught out a little bit last week, too many times, and he might get caught out here. He is gonna lose that and yeah, go down. He kind of was away from the team significantly there, which is part of his game. But if you get walled off or stunned, that's gonna be a problem.
Especially when they're playing Winter Soldier and is pulling you in
Yeah,
to the main
Ultimate's
part of the
coming
map.
in here, and Poppy does have ult. Has to be careful. Don't know if he's going to be able to use it here. Maybe when Captain gets back, but they did use. Here it comes now. Have to use
There
it
we
now if the Luna ult is out.
Let's see if we can get some damage
They
done.
can't find anybody. They did a good
Ooh.
job to get away. They need to at least punish one of these players. Almost got Groot.
Let's see if we can get the Groot go down. Oh, not yet.
Did
The
get.
Invisible Woman goes up to save him.
Yeah. Oh man, not so great from the Fire Ants there. Ooh, we did not use. They were able to peel out, which was good by Marshalltown, but the Fire Ants, I don't know what the comms were there, but they were not. Hey, let's all focus this player down.
100%.
I think maybe M Poppy has to really be vocal there. Like, hey, the only person I see is Groot. Everybody focus Groot. I think
Yeah.
the focus just was lost in that situation. Fire Ants do have some ults to go into this fight though, and need to get to work because they need to cap this and maintain some time.
100%. At least need to get it semi pushed up. Oh, if you see Poppy just get pulled in and go straight down.
Yeah, Groot ult comes out for
Ult goes
Fire
up
Ants,
here.
but nobody really finding anybody. Invisible Woman trying to keep players up. Trying to get the best perspective here. Fire Ants just
100%.
battling. Might need to see Fabulator ult.
I just think they need to be doing some more damage output there. They can't really break in. They're getting in to the point, but then from there they can't get any of the picks because they're not outputting enough damage, even within Poppy's ult there.
Yeah, I think, well, and Poppy went down early in that fight, so it was going to be tough to battle that
Yeah.
out. He can't go down early, so he has to be careful to play his, you know, sight lines, and as much as he can, he's going to be the target of them because they know that if they get him down, it's going to be difficult
Yeah, for sure. They're not gonna have enough damage
Yeah,
output
exactly.
to get the picks they need.
Exactly. So Fabulator maybe goes in, but it's going to be tough. They've got a lot of ultimates comparatively speaking here. Fire Ant's going to have to peel out. They've got one last chance, but there's 4 ults going up for Marshalltown in this next team fight. Fire Ant's going to have 3 maybe.
I
Going
see
to
a
try to
over
portal
here.
backline here. And portal up.
See it. They're gonna need to get on that point immediately.
Yeah, for sure. And then Poppy's gonna have to get some kills
Push
from
into
the top.
overtime.
I would have expected him to maybe
Nice
stay
kill
up
from
top.
Poppy there.
Does get a pick, but they've got to find
He's
more.
focusing the Groot this time.
Yeah, you just can't find them. They've got to focus and use
You
these
see the North
wisely.
going up.
I don't know if that was enough for the Fire Ants. Then Poppy still wasn't able to focus with the team. And it's
Maybe Captain gets
overtime.
some picks here, but it's gonna be hard when he's one of the only tanks on point.
Yeah, very difficult for them. And Magneto's gonna have to step up to the point and not on it. Not able to get that to where they needed it to be. I think Poppy needed to stay up on the thing instead of hopping down. I know he wanted to get on point, but I think he needed to try to use that that sight line above everyone when he ulted to his advantage. I don't know if anybody was up there, maybe knocked him down or pushed him off, but I think it might have just been, hey, we all need to be on point. They were able to get one, but I think once he turned to the Groot, the Groot was focused by another player, but it was unable for him to get around the pillar. Just target focus really is what it seemed to come down to there from the team. And now they've got their work cut out for them to hold here. They go down, or they will go down 2-0 in the map, and we don't want to have that.
30 seconds before
Yeah, I think it'll be a tough hold. I think it is possible here, especially with the supports we have on Sumter's team. I think if you can really heal in defense, you'll be pretty good, but I think we're just gonna have to look out for it, like making sure Captain isn't getting pulled away, neither in Poppy either.
And we're dropping
and I think it's really
Luna.
hard for Captain because every single one of his main characters gets picked, and I think if he had Venom here, we'd be sitting a lot prettier, for sure.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, potentially.
All you need to do is
I
catch
think
one mission area.
seeing us go off of Luna here, it almost wonders if we should have used her, if we weren't going to potentially use her in a moment.
Maybe we should save
Maybe
Venom
we should
for
have
something else
saved,
with Captain.
yeah, something else for Captain.
Let's see
But they
here.
just have to get a little bit, almost 2 ticks here. Fire
They
Ants,
just gotta take it a
if we
minute
get
at a
there.
time.
Yeah. So Captain going down early can be detrimental. Fire Ants almost going to have somebody else down, and they do.
Oh,
And this
do
could
go
be
down, both
not so
tanks.
great.
Captain switches, but it
Yeah,
won't
it's
be
going to be
enough.
too late. And Fire Ants lose map number 2.
1, 2.
Just struggling on the
Rough map.
attack. Unfortunately there. I mean, that's hard for defense to go there.
It'll be tough. I think the next map, it's going to be point-based. I think Sumter will have it out for them, especially because Marshalltown is up 2. But here's what I'm thinking. I think that if Sumter gets smart about how they play, maybe they do lose a support by saving Venom instead for Captain, because he's just not being able to get in there with the characters he's been playing. Then maybe just lose a support. And I think Poppy might need to switch it up, maybe change the type of characters they're playing. But I just don't think the way we are playing it as it stands will continue to work out. So this is sort of where I feel like we're pushed up against the wall. We got to change what we're looking at here. We tried these team setup for 2 maps. We've lost both. This is where we've really got to be like, this isn't working. We have to pivot. I think that'll be a big moment for Sumter coming up to the next round when it comes to pick bans.
Yeah, and they may even take a break here, but I mean, just look at those stats. Sumter not even able to really land any kills is just very, very difficult. And
I think that's the biggest thing, though. But I think Sumter's strength comes in teamwork and communication.
Yeah.
And I feel like they'll come together a lot stronger after this break. We've seen it happen before. But I definitely think this will be a pivot moment, just to really move on from what they're doing now and figure out something new that might work instead. Especially because their Phoenix has been doing so much damage. We see here 15,000 damage output done in that short amount of time. I think they've really got to watch how much damage they're taking, because they have a lot of shielding, but not a lot of it is really working to protect their team. I think we have to work on using shields more effectively, and dealing a lot more damage. But I know if any team can do it and make up for lost time, it'll be Sumter.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I'm not counting them out for sure. I
Hmm.
think Fire Ants have a chance no matter what. We've seen this team pull out. Uh, we've seen this team pull out a lot of different um, matches and some close matchups. So I feel like um, they've still got a chance here. You know, losing that map and the first map can
Hmm.
be really tough. Like they've got to come back with strong mentality, and they've got to come up with ideas of how they can tackle this team, and try to make some different plays. I don't know if it's whether we pull out another DPS or whether we do something to save some players for captain, or whatever it is that we do. But Fire Ants have to kind of figure out what they're trying to accomplish here in
Hmm.
this next round. Backs are against the wall. Pressure is on them for sure because they are down 2-0 in the series. But Fire Ants can pull it off for sure, and you got to win one map at a time. So here we go into domination here quickly, and we will, just have a map, a
Hmm.
cap of the point, basically how it was at the beginning of that last round, but slightly different. Um, so Fire Ants have to find their feet and move forward. So not looking the
100%.
best for them right now, but they if they've got anything up their sleeve, they've got to figure it out. Like I said, with maybe the bands they have are okay, but if we're gonna make some different plays with who we play as characters, then maybe some different saves. So we'll just have to see what the Fire Ants think is best um,
For sure.
going into the next wrap.
I think we're just going to have to. I think it's just one of those wait and sees. I think that I don't know. I have not much to say, but I think we'll see with domination here. Domination's such an interesting map because I think you can really come back from it. I think if you even lose the first round on domination, you can come back twice as strong. It's one of those maps where you're really not overly tied down. I feel like because you get 2 rounds to win it, you can really pull back and push back on the next round you get. It's very much one of those comebacks. So I'm very excited, but I definitely think pick bands might need to be wholly switched up, or something's got to change here. But I know whatever they choose to change, it'll be in their best interest as well.
Yeah, and I mean they have tried to make some changes as we go,
Hmm.
so um, not knocking anything. It just hasn't worked yet, so they've got to find the
Yeah, no,
combination that
comeback will be
does.
will be great here.
Yeah, they've got to find the combination that does. And yeah, we've got plenty of viewers in the chat. Got almost 20 people here, so we appreciate everybody that's here while we're waiting on our players during this quick little break here. Looks like a bio break was called for a second. But yeah, Fire Ants down right now 2-0. They've got some work to do. Again, I think they're playing
Mhm.
well. I don't think it's bad. I think they're just kind of running into obstacles in the sense of how do
For
they
sure.
attack this comp from the other side, and what are some things that we can do to get ourselves the best combination. So making a comeback does start right now.
Hmm.
They've got to make that play,
Comeback time.
and yeah, start it right here on Hell's Haven, um, and see what they can do. Pick band's gonna come out pre-hero select. Uh, and
Let's
Poppy
see this
maybe
here.
gonna play Storm this time. Gonna be
I like
interesting.
that.
Yeah, maybe we do
We've
a
seen him
Storm
get some
NATO.
pentakills on this map before with Storm, so Ban Winter Soldier, I like that. Gonna stop them from getting pulled in to whatever damage output they're doing. Invisible Woman save, they seem very sure about what they're doing here. Unfortunately, we got a Venom ban and a Captain America ban here still. But I think Captain is expecting that and is gonna prepare to play Thing the best he can.
Oh, they banned Venom as well. So
Moon Knight ban here.
Unfortunate. I was hoping we had the opportunity to maybe save somebody for captain, but I mean, Venom and Captain America both banned out. Not
I would
necessarily
have really
likely.
liked to see play Captain America. He's a very big endurance character. He's gonna have a lot of health. He's gonna be able to stay alive for a lot longer. But it's just unfortunate there. Jeff the Shark ban.
Yes, and Hippo looks like just gives us a Twitch Prime sub. Thank you for that, Hippo. We appreciate you. I believe that's one of our Call of Duty players, Hippo. So thanks for that. We love it. Got a lot of viewers watching right now, as I mentioned, close to 20. And I know everybody's cheering on the Fire Ants. Tough matchup right now. Number 1 seed going against the number 2 seed. Marshalltown is that number 1 seed. Let's see what we can accomplish. And I don't hate any of the pick or bans. I just wish we had the opportunity to save one of Captain's players, but
100%.
we didn't really get a chance because I don't know if did the ban for Venom come out before the save for Invisible Woman, or was that after? I wasn't paying attention.
It was before, so they both had a ban
Okay,
first,
yeah.
and
then they got the ban
Sumter did
before
get
our
first
save.
but
Oh, we did?
They had, yeah, but they had dealt 2 bans before, and they banned.
Okay,
both.
so they banned the 2 before we got the save, right?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
unfortunate. So they knew for sure they didn't want any part of Captain America or Venom. So
I like the Emma Frost save though for Shiny. I think that's gonna work out in their favor more than Groot here. So I'm very excited. I'm excited to see this team comp.
yeah, let's see how it pulls out. We've got to find some help for Poppy here. He's the only DPS. It's tough. If he goes down, we're just sitting there brawling until, you know, either he comes back or until, you know, one of the players goes down. And Poppy, if he gets caught out, that really hurts us. And just if they can't help him put down some damage, then it's difficult too. And they know to hit Poppy. They're only playing one. We're only playing one DPS, so they know if they get Poppy down, that it's likely that we're not going to be able to do any damage output. So he has to be really careful with his placement and such, because he can go down.
Here.
Yeah, and so far Fire Ants scrapping pretty well. They do get the first pick, but Poppy goes down. Don't know if Fire Ants are going to have a chance to clean that up. But they do push off point and Cap first here. But they're taking some hits from up top with Storm. Storm's going to, or not Storm, sorry, Phoenix. She's going to have her ultimate very soon here. King Rexel does have his with Invisible Woman.
But will that be enough considering how well their Phoenix has been playing?
Yeah, I don't know. They have 3 ultimates. We have 2, I guess. Both supports.
Which is nice.
And Poppy was very low. Gonna see the Groot ult come down, and here comes the Phoenix. The combination with the Groot ult. The King Rexel ult did save them, though. Maybe our Groot, yeah, it did save them.
Yeah, and they gotta hold on to it, which is nice. What are we gonna see? Invisible Woman ult. And Poppy goes down, so we're gonna see Reverse Salad pop that ult there.
Yeah, possibly just a little too late, but can they find somebody on the back line? They were trying, but they were not able. Emma going down for the Fire Ants, and so is Reverse Salad. And they're gonna have to peel out. That's a couple other players down, so they do cap. And 62% to the Fire Ants, so good first attack. But now the biggest thing is they've got to break this and get back on point. You start to lose team fight after team fight, and getting back on point can be very, very difficult. Ult advantage, kind of even, but slightly in Marshalltown's favor as far as percentage goes. Potentially, maybe Sumter.
Oh, I guess we're just gonna have to see here what we're gonna have to do. I think we got a lot of good ults, and Poppy especially has his, so I think we'll be seeing some good.
Yeah, hopefully he plays high line here. If he does ult, he does go down straight to the field. Gonna see that come out. Gonna see if he can find somebody, and again, I would have liked
That
to see
Phoenix
him maybe
gives
try
us
to
that
play
ult.
that high ground. Don't know if he got pulled down.
Looks like he may have gotten pulled down by
Yeah.
their invisible woman there.
Yeah, I think he might have actually. So unfortunate, he got grabbed right away, or he was grabbed right away. Bad grammar, but yeah, that's just that's the issue that we face with having the one DPS right there. Is they know if
Yeah.
they can tackle and capitalize on that. Which technically, if we could take out Phoenix, we could do the same thing here. But you know,
It's
Marshalltown
kind of hard because
is
Mantis is sort of
holding.
acting like a second DPS for
Yeah,
them,
that's true.
with also the benefits of the healing.
That's true. So we've got our work cut out for us to try to make a play here and get back on point. This could be the last team fight, and a big group ult coming out.
A lot of good healing coming out here. Invisible woman ult being pushed out here from Sumter.
And Thing
Looks like they're
trying to
get
find
him off the
something,
map.
almost gets group, but
Ooh.
does not get him all the way. And Fire Ants down
Rex with this
without
game is
Poppy
shooting ammo.
again. Have to stay on point. I don't know if they can. Luna gonna get back up. Gonna try to keep him up, but the players are in such a bad
Really tough
state
here.
right now. 3 ultimates for Marshalltown available
There we
too.
go, trying to get that Phoenix. Ooh, but gets healed up by that Loki.
Fire Ant's not going to be able to hold here. So again, getting back on point was going to be the toughest part there, and unfortunately, they were not able to get back. Had a good first hold, but and Poppy's just got to be careful with his positioning. They're going to target him every single time, so he's got to be careful. That when he goes down, that's when we kind of fall, because he's our one damage dealer. So a lot of pressure is on him for sure.
Get ready.
100%. I think that is something to keep in mind. I think we've seen a lot of success in the 3-tank comp here for Sumter the past season, but it's just something to keep in mind when you only have one DPS. Maybe just be enough, it's not enough damage output, and I think that's something to keep in mind. But I think also we're running into a lot of trouble here is that 3 support comp from Marshalltown, because they're really using their Mantis and Loki and almost using them as DPS who also double in support here. Let's see if we get to USC here.
Yeah, and Fire Ant's going back in, and they save their ultimates going into the next round. So they're gonna have
Hopefully
3
we
right
can
off the
hold it
bat,
in
which
to
puts them at a
keep it.
it puts them at a significant advantage. Gonna see those come out early.
Ooh,
Here.
wow, a lot of ults coming out here from Marshalltown.
Oh man.
We're gonna see them just go down
As
here.
as I said that, goodness gracious, just 2 ultimates come out from Marshalltown, and Marshalltown just able to just obliterate the Fire Ants right out of the gate. I
Especially
expected that
Mantis
to
getting
happen.
30K there.
Maintaining those ults, expected it to happen, and Marshalltown's trying to close this match out in a 3-0 fashion.
100%.
And Fire
But
Ants
they
do
can
have
do
the
this
same
point,
amount
they
of
don't
ults.
get a chance to defend.
Yeah, they're gonna have to
It's
find
just getting on there.
ultimates early, and nobody can get caught out here. Oh my, the stun going into ultimate for Thing there. And Poppy not really able to find anybody with this ult. Can they get group? They do not. And Fire Ants using a lot of, using 3 ultimates there and getting nothing from it. That does not bode well at all. Yeah, that's
USC is getting a
unfortunate.
2K there.
Yeah, I do have 2 ultimates to try to push on point here,
You
but
captured more than half of the mission
don't know
area.
what else we're
And
gonna
Poppy's
see.
playing Storm, it looks like.
Yeah, maybe too little too late, but we still have maybe 2 team fights left in us.
For sure.
We do have to get there pretty quickly to start. We need to engage with an ult probably. And Fabulator going down early, that's just not what we need. Reverse Salad may need to ult here.
Oh, Shiny Dolphin going down too.
Yeah, with Shiny low, I was thinking Reverse Salad needed to ult. I don't like the ult here. Yeah, I definitely don't like the ult here. Would have liked it sooner while Shiny at least was still up, so he could have ulted.
Get his ult here to maybe use it to push in. Let's hopefully get it charged up.
Yeah, we've got to have ults and smart ones here.
Okay, let's see it.
See ultimates come out.
Oh, Poppy's ulting.
Yeah, lots of others are
It's gonna be
ulted
really
too.
big.
Fabulator's got his ult. We're gonna need to see something from him potentially here. He's got to find it on
Get on
somebody.
point here, but can they hold it?
Yeah, I don't think so. Fabulator did ultimate, and
down.
Fire Ants go down, and that is gonna do it for the Fire Ants. Unfortunate there. Not the way we like to see it. I think it just didn't make quite the changes when we needed to at some moments there. And I think, unfortunately, I hate to pick back on him, but our Luna Reverse Salad just didn't have timely ults this match. Just missing them. Like right there at the end, you know, we had 2 players with ultimate. I think it was Fabulator and Shiny, and Fabulator went down, but Shiny was still there, and he didn't ult until after Shiny went down to keep the other 3 players up. And in that instance, you gotta ult before Shiny does, so Shiny can at least ult, maybe push back. But very difficult matchup for the Fire Ants. Marshalltown had our number today. Obviously, much more lopsided statistics there. Not necessarily our best matchup. I mean, like our healing and things like that were really good, but I mean, if you look even here, like their healing across multiple characters was better overall, just because of the characters and style that they were playing. So, interesting overall to see. Didn't think the Fire Ants were going to go down 3-0. I thought it was going to be a much closer matchup. I don't think necessarily the rounds like stand out as like a blowout, I would say. They were a little close, minus that last little round right there. You know, Sumter didn't even get the point capped, but the first round was split pretty well. And I think the holds were the second round. I don't think we held very well on defense, but the first round our attack kind of stumbled, but our defense looked better. Second round our attack was okay, not the best, but our defense kind of stumbled. And in this round, I just felt like we couldn't all get on the same page. It was a bad night for the Fire Ants to not be on the same page here. I don't think the match was as ugly as these statistics look.
For sure.
But, you know, Fire Ants made it to the championship. Hopefully, you know, we can play in this championship next season and in the spring and capitalize on winning the championship. Making it here is a big deal either way. And the Fire Ants just fall short this time. But I'm proud of this team. I think they've overachieved for what I thought they were expectation-wise. Not that I didn't think they were capable. I just think that they've progressed faster than I anticipated as a team. So I'm really proud of this team and the players that come in and put up the work. And work hard every day. And me seeing that, they've been here in this championship match playing tonight. Tough break with Marshalltown. Didn't play them as well in the first time as we did the first time. But they just had our number this time. We can come back. And if we see them again, maybe beat them. And if it's a different opponent, maybe win that one. So for putting together a whole new team this semester, basically, and running, I think they did really, really well. Only losing one match in the regular season and only losing one match in the playoffs, both to Marshalltown, the winner of the national championship. So coming in second is bittersweet, but it was a big deal to get here and be able to compete for a national championship. What are your thoughts on everything? The season, tonight's match, anything that you could think of?
I think that the best way I can describe the season was very similar to when I met the team in person. They are an incredible group of players, overly amazing and kind, both in the game and outside of it. I think they work really well together as a team. And I know throughout the season this is gonna be a little low. You know, a loss is never easy, but we've had a lot of highs and a lot of really good laughs along the way. I think we've really seen them shine. I think when I saw the first game, it was sort of like a little bit trial and error. We were kind of figuring out how it was going, and then when we got to mid-season, we really saw them working together as a team, really feeling comfortable in their characters, showing off, showing out. We've seen a lot of amazing plays from each and every one of the players on Sumter's team. And I think I think we've had a really credible team, but I think it's who they are as players that has made this season so great and has made me super excited to be cheering for them, which is their spirit. I think the one thing you cannot take away from Sumter is their hunger to win, and I think next season will come back way, way stronger because they have that hunger. They've put in the work and they're ready to make changes. And I think considering how this team got started this semester, it's really been incredible to see how they've come. But I think they're going to stay hungry for that win. And I think it will be a really interesting matchup to see next season if we go against Marshalltown again.
For sure, and this was something that we kind of talked about before the map.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it was an unfortunate, loss in this matchup, and wish we were able to make make our stand and reverse sweep there and such, but
Yeah.
unfortunately didn't quite pull out to be where we wanted it to be. But I do agree with you. I think the players can bounce back. I think they're hungry for it. So
Mm-hmm.
I think going in, we need to perform a little bit better than we did this season, and I think we will. I think the players are going to continue to get better as we go forward, and this will be in the back of their mind as they know they came up just short and that they can battle back and try to do it again next semester. Um, I also, before the matchup, we talked about staying loose and being ready,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they were. I think just overall didn't play out, but not winning also, they have to keep their mental. It's going to be tough, but try not to let it negate you. Just make it help you work harder for the
Yeah.
next
Feel the
opportunity.
fire.
Yep. So with that being said, the Fire Ants do go down tonight, and it is unfortunate. This is the first of 5 championship matches this week for the Fire Ants. So this was a national championship matchup for D2
Mm-hmm.
Marvel Rivals. Fire Ants go down 3-0 to Marshalltown. GG's to them. We do have more competition coming up tomorrow. The Fire Ants will be back in action with some Call of Duty 4v4, both D2 team and D1 team. D2 playing for the national championship against Catawba Valley Community College. A rematch, technically, of schools, but last year it was in D1. This year it is, or this semester in D2. Um, Fire Ants got their work cut out for them to beat Catawba, so they've got to work hard to do that. I think they're ready and jacked up for that. They got to stop playing some Black Ops 7 though and get back to 6 because that's their match tomorrow for the championship matchup there. But then also we'll have following right behind them the D1 Super Regional Championship, which will be followed up after Thanksgiving with a national championship playoff. Um, but the Super Regional will cap off Tuesday with D2. They'll be playing Keanu College for the Super Regional Championship there. Wednesday, everybody off, I believe. Then Thursday, we'll have Valorant coming back for a third place match in the D2 National Playoff bracket. Chance to kind of wipe out the bad taste of last week and maybe try to do something here, win third place, or at least just have some fun in the final match of the season. That night we will also be broadcast on the PCL's tournament, USC Sumter's 4v4 team, and that for Call of Duty will be going up against uh, another opponent. I'm not 100% sure their opponent, but I know that's taking place on the PCL's streaming. So we'll be casting Rivals that night, and we'll also give you the link to that in the chat if you want to watch both simultaneously. Then on Friday, we'll cap it all off with Warzone, Call of Duty Warzone. D1 and D2 play Friday. D2 plays for a national championship against State Fair Community College, and D2 plays for the Super Regional Championship against Iowa Western Technical College. So I think I got all that right. That was a lot of information to try to remember, but going into this week, got a lot of matches to play that are big matches for sure for us. So playoffs are starting to come to a close, and we may have some other matches here or there during the week because we are in. I think on Friday we may have some ECAC matches for Call of Duty as well at 8 o'clock that night. But Friday it'll be 6 and 7 for sure on stream. Then Thursday it'll be 7 as well. Tuesday 6:30, and 8 o'clock. So lots going on for the Fire Ants this week. Unfortunately, we fall short tonight, but proud of the players for making it to the national championship. And GG's again to Marshalltown, and we'll make our best effort to be back in the championship next season. Izzy, we appreciate you being here all season with us, casting when you can.
Thank you for having me.
I know I just spoke a lot on a big monologue there, but wanted to make sure I got that information out to the stream while I still got everybody. And yeah, I mean, have anything to say before you go? I don't know if we'll have you back in until next semester maybe, but we definitely appreciated all the effort that you gave us, and I know there's quite a few people that enjoyed your commentating.
No, I loved it. I loved being here this season. It was an amazing opportunity for me to see collegiate esports as somebody who does it in high school. And it's been really awesome to get to know the team and to be a part of the Sumter community here. I think the best part about esports and gaming is the community. And I think Sumter's had just an amazing one. And this might have been a really tough loss for USC Sumter here for this last game. It was a tough matchup. But I think this really shows how they're going to come back from it. But yeah, it was a great season. Thank you so much for having me. It's been wonderful to be here.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm glad that you're here. I express the same sentiments you just gave us, and I'm definitely proud of this team. Damn good team, and I think they're going to be able to make some noise as we move forward. This is just the first season as this group together, so for them to make it all the way to the national championship, I'm just excited for things to come. So they got to keep their head up. They did big things, and we'll continue on from here. With that being said, I guess we're going to sign out from the Anthill. It won't be the last time this season, but it's the last time tonight. So we appreciate everybody for your support and supporting these players. They're awesome players, and you all are awesome in chat. Thanks for being here for sure. And we're going to sign out from the Anthill. This is Coach Chris.
This is Izzy signing up from the Midwestern Anthill.
Y'all have a good night.
Have a good night.